Alright, big night for Kate, and even Kels because her 20-point streak continues, and even Paige, because I think she had 29, and even Harris, now that I'm thinking about it, because she went 5 for 5 from deep, and I think 4 of them came in the fourth, so she helped contribute to the Fever's win. So there were a lot of big nights. I think I'm going to start with Kate. They match up. So this must be because AZ's out, right? Because AZ is usually their lockdown. But I like this. Star on star. This is what the people want to see. And she's calling for the drag. Has to be. Early drag. She goes under. I'm turning the corner tight. But Paige is there. Good job by Smith to let her through. I'm reaching. Nope. I'm fending that off. And this is one aspect of Kate's game that's gotten a lot better. The use of that off arm. Fend that off. You're not poking that. Drop dribble, spin, get downhill. And she's getting to her midi. I can see it. And I was saying this in her game against the Liberty. She loves the step back in the mid-range. And she's going left. Hard playing with the right. Anchor step. I'm creating separation. And pulling 2 over top. Paige is there too. Trying to slide. But now she's stuck in mud. Look at the separation. Damn. 11-2 run in almost 6 minutes? Thankfully, I'm skipping over the misses because that'd be a lot of highlights. And Smith and Clark and Kawir and Sims. Look at all 4 of them. Not one of them want to pick up the rock. So who's actually her primary defender here? Enrique? Sims? Look how everybody's pointing towards her. Who's going to pick her up? Kate's the most dangerous player in transition. You got to stop the rock. Uh-oh. It's getting downhill. And now Kawir is forced to pick the rock up. But she's on her heels. And Kate's going to attack that high left. I'm going to open you up. Get down middle. And look at the Gortat. AB. She was trailing. She knows that Clark wants to load. So she wants to plug the nail. But she's going to dive. And then just seal her right here. Create that highway. And Kate gets the lay too. Because she is looking for the rock here. And Kate might be able to make this pass. Dime over top, high catch, high finish. But this works too. So was it Sims? I'm not sure. Because her makes were spaced apart. But Paige or Sims, doesn't matter. It's not easy. And this must have been off a double drag, right? Double drag, clean up Kels. No, nothing. No rescreen either. So Sims there. Hezzy. I want to get downhill. And I hate seeing this alignment. They always have 2 shooters on the same side. And a non-shooting big filling strong corner. It's crazy to me. Why is she on this single side? And why do you have a double side of 2 shooters? 1 dunker, 1 shooter, 1 shooter. And now you compromise the defense even if they're in the shrink. Because look at Clark. And Kawir's a bit too 70-30. I think if you know she's a non-shooter, play off her. Just get in the gap. There's no reason to be this hugged. Because the most she would be able to do is be an uphill DHO bot. Kate hits, she's getting a hand back on that pitch and get. But that's it. Let's see. 1 dribble, I'm wrapping, and she loves that wrap. 1 dribble, you want to slide? Attack that high right. Now I'm coming off that low ball screen. I'm stepping back again and pulling 2 over top. Oh my goodness. And that's another thing she's gotten good at. When she knows her defender is trying to slide and recover, she just goes straight to that step back. And now she's really becoming a 3-level scorer, where she's becoming very proficient in the mid-range. Obviously, she's got that deep ball, and she's gotten much stronger and better at finishing at the rim. So you got to respect every aspect of her game. Damn, 2 for 7. So now we're in the third. We've got Paige matched up with her. That's cool. And now we're going to a chase. Throw ahead. Hand back. Paige. She's got a cheek, a wonder. Kate, are you going to pull that? Left quad. That's your spot. Uh-oh, pump. I'll let you fly by. I'll take the slot instead and lay two with the inside hand. Wow. And I can understand why Paige is running her off the line here. Because on this handback, it's a right to left. She loves that footwork. And it's on that left quad. So she wants to pull this. Paige knows KYP. I got to run you off the line. But now she's going to drive that. Career. Come on. Where's the help? Backside help is atrocious. You're a MIG. You got to rotate over. Enrique. You got to crack back. And now there's nothing. Crazy. Who is she blaming? Hold on. Because she peeks. You don't just rotate over? But I guess because players are usually so hugged in the W, it's hard. And this is much better alignment. Two shooters, big holding dunker. Because now you force that second help, the crack man, to crack here. You open up the corner. And then because she's hugged to Kels, which is probably in the scouting report, we're not leaving her body, Lex is going to get that wide open look in the corner all game. Skip, pull from deep. 9 on the clock, wings up 4. Come on, Paige. Really? Was she stuck here? She must have been. And that's also not a great line because look how low Enrique is. You got to hold high 45. Give that line a cross because that's an easy read. She's poaching the entire time. Pick. Now we're running out. Lay 2 off the goofy. One hand pickup just cuz. That's just too easy of a pick 6 here. And Enrique knows it. Yo, that's on me. Because why is she this low? Definitely guard to guard, right? So Ghost by Kate had to have been because Paige matched up with her. Kels came off. Paige looked to switch. Sims chased over. Now you mess up the red. Throwback, catch, pump. I'm driving. But Sims is there. She'll late switch quick. Let's see. Pump. I want to get middle. But she's going to slide. You see it? All right. Tween. I'm attacking that high left. Change of direction. Gets poked, though. Let me see this. Doesn't get poked. Because she reaches. But Kate just loses the rock. All right, that's fine. You recover it. Now what? One dribble. Cross. I'm going right to left. Look at all the change of directions. One dribble. Hezi. Cross. Try and attack that high right. She slides. I'm countering again. And again, it's that off arm. She's trying to reach, and she's using that right arm to fend off Sims. You're not plucking that. And now I'm going tween, and now I'm attacking that high left. Look at everybody hugged up. Straight line drive. One hand pickup off the goofy. What is transpiring on this backside? Why is Boston so obsessed with these seals? This is kind of awkward because you got double bigs. At least Boston can spot up. I think Billings, you hold dunker, Boston, just spot up. So either, well, it can't be on the strong side. I think she's got to clear out to the weak. Kels, wing, Boston, corner. You fill deep corner. That'll be fine. But everybody's preoccupied anyway. Look at this. Now she's looking for that flare. More of a hammer if she drove. Boston. She was also looking for that pin in. So on both sides, everybody's preoccupied. And no one's there to help contain the rock. Look at all that space to exploit. Seagrass, you're low man. You're not even ready. Look at all this space. Kind of looks awkward. Because how are there all these players in all this space? Again, nobody's picking up Kate. You just let her walk into a tray. Nope. Little hezzy. Right here. I'm going to pull from deep. Clark sees it. Oh, I'm too low here. I got to get out. Nope. I'm burning you. You're stuck in mud. You look for the take. But she's just going to lay two. Again, that left quad. You have to respect this. She respected it so much, she had to give a take, which didn't get called, obviously. Now we got Sims. So was Paige in foul trouble, or did they think, all right, this is just a better matchup against Kate? Let's see, interference. Damn. 7 for 8, 6.5 minutes into the quarter. So Kate was just on a heater. All right, interference, tween. And now you flip. I'm coming off right to left. Sims. She was actually going to climb up. Kate reads it. And then that's why she goes right to left. Smith is out of position, not looking to help. She lets Sims through. So they're trusting the low man here, right? Because if Sims gets beat, depending on the angle that Kate's going to take, Seagrass has to rotate over. Billings, just hold that dunker. Again, you're not going to have a crack man because for some reason, any sides of two, there's just no help for the helper. And it's also hard because if you crack, now you got Soph window shopping. She'll probably just look to shake up. You get that spray line. She might be able to rotate back out though. Let's see. Oh, she gets cut off. So this is all Sims. I'm going right to left, get downhill. She's turning tight too. But Sims is there. Kels, kind of lazy here. Not sure why players do this, especially in a W, because I see it consistently throughout games. They hold break. Why not deep corner? Why is Paige getting to stunt for free here? Off strong corner is crazy. And Seagrass was ready. And this is what I mean. So if she just holds dunker, if she helps all the way up because Sims beat, pocket, drop off. Look at Clark. She's not cracking. But she's going to get to her spot and pull two again. This one was nice too because 1-2, she sees the stunt. She feels Sims riding her. Instead of a step back, I'm just going to hard plant right on that anchor, stop on a dime, and just elevate because she knows that Sims' momentum is going to take her forward. She's now stuck in mud, and just use her length. Wow. Kate's flying down the court again, and I can see Smith. Yo, you got to pick her up right now, Sims. Get in front. But look at this. I can tell Kate's getting to the rim. No, never mind. I lied. I thought she had an angle right here because Sims can't really open up. 1-2, she will slide in front, but then it's that counter. She loves this wrap getting back to her left. One dribble, all right. Now you can't open up. There's no way. Wrap you, and now she's stuck. Yup. Lay two again. And this is why she's so dangerous in transition. Because most times, their bigs are getting down the floor quick, just rim running. You got her full sprint with the rock. She might look for a drag. She might look for a pull from deep. You got to pick her up high, at least at the 47. And if you're two up, I'm burning you. Give me the slot. And she splits too. Clark, not in the shrink. This is what I mean too. Players are always looking to get matched up instead of getting into the gaps. I don't understand that. Because shouldn't you be concerned about the rock? And then whatever happens after that, trust your rotations in the scramble. Damn, more pace. And now we've got Paige picking her up. But I can see it right now. Too much backpedaling. Gotta be up. Gotta be up. Gotta be up. Gotta be up. So now you're off her body. We've got Kels, U-turn. We're going early step up. Small. Paige, you escort. All right, cool. You can read that. She's there. She's up. Tween. Left to right. Hezzy. Crawl. Oh my goodness. Pull three. Alright, this was nice. Come off, and now you get a favorable matchup. Enrique, alright, this is barbecue chicken. Let me size you up. One dribble, I'm going tween, left to right, set you up with a hezzy, and then, oh my goodness. Wow. And she bit. And now she's going right to left. Wow. Uh-oh. Step back. Tracy. Damn. Now we're in the fourth. And I just checked and she scored 17 in the third. But this was her only make in the fourth. So I wonder if there was an adjustment. Must have been right. Maybe they were blitzing, sending hits. Not sure. But she did have 4 assists. So because of that, I think I'm going to look at her assists after this bucket. Because this was her last make. Why is she stuck here? Handoff, nothing, got denied. Kels. Everybody's now denying. Queer's stuck. And look at Timpson. In her shirt. Tracing a rock, and now she's reaching for it. Give me that. I'm plucking you. Pitch. Uh-oh. Now you got Kate. Who's going to pick her up? 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 It's going to be Clark. And you can see how hesitant she is. She's opened up. She doesn't know what to do. Do I want to get up? Or do I want to stay down? Tween. Uh-oh, it's that right to left. Soft bounce too. If she ever rocks you with this, she goes behind the back, hang off the left. I'm going tween, sidestep right to left. You're dead. You're dead. Every time. And look how hyped she is. Yeah. Now I want to look through her dimes. How many points did she score? 29? 29 and 10? Could have been 30 and 10? Damn. I think she scored 29. But let's see. So Billings and Soph are both looking to set drags. Kind of ends up being a twist here. Which ball screen do you want? Paige. Oh my goodness, it's that wrap again. Let's see, one dribble. She sees Paige opened up looking to chase over. So she wants to mid-drag. I'm wrapping you, but Kuir's there, which is the right thing to do because now Smith, she can stay back, you load, and then you look to break once your man comes into play. No way, dime over top, and then let her fly by, surface for 2. Is it really that easy? Wrap, Kuir, nail extended, and then as she looked to break, Timpson. That's a great dive. Full sprint. I'm getting behind you. You can't deny that with your length. And then just let you fly by and surface. Damn. Soph swims around Sims. Gets her on her high side. Yo. I want to play bully ball. I got mouse in the house. I would not expect that. Trying to full white. Sit on Soph's lap. But I think, oh, she's already making a pocket. Didn't even realize she's falling into a drag with AB. But right here, you turn the corner, make that pass over top, dimer, deep catch, deep finish. Because that's a great seal. But this is fine too. We got Rike. It's going to get on our low side, open up, look to chase, Smith. Not sure what their coverage was, but I'm going to assume hedge. Because 99% of the W, hedge. So that had to be right. I could see she was communicating with Enrique. Jumps out, easy pocket, catch. And now you gotta vacate. Actually, Soph did not have to vacate here. I think you don't get the seal, but just turn this into a pin-in. Pin your own, basically a Gortat in the lane. You get the seal. Boston gets a lay too. But because she looks to vacate here, and Sims was on her high side, she tries to switch onto the rock. And Boston still lays 2. But I think had she been able to actually switch, that might have gave time for Kuir to rotate down on that diag. But let's see. She switches, stops the rock. Queer. If you look to rotate, Timson, you dive. But why is Timson even holding elbow here? Just go dunker. Because if you go dunker, ABC's queer looking to rotate over, drop off. Again, we've got Paige on Kels. There's not going to be a crack. You're going to lay two. Get off to Kate, and now she's flying. And we've got more cross matches. This sucks. Because I could tell they were struggling to get matched up. And now you got Smith on the rock. Soph, she leaked. Deep catch. Lay two. She got behind the entire defense. How though? Not sure. And look at all the eyes on Kate. That's a great bounce too. Right there. Off the dribble. One hand. In stride. Catch. And all she has to do is finish. Off the inbound. And look at Kate's eyes. As soon as the inbound's made, she's scanning. Alright, can I make a throw ahead cross court? Nope. I see Kels. We got her running down the channel. Throw ahead, in stride, one dribble, pound. Uh-oh. Let me pull from deep. Wow. One dribble, Sims. I can see, because Sims is beat here, I think she's trying to communicate to Clark, yo, you take the rock, I'm peeling off weak. Because if Kels decides to drive the slot here, Clark can just meet her. And that's why right here, I can see her mouth is moving, and then she was going to look to diverge. But then she realized, no, you're low. Kels reads it, pound, I'm stepping back. And now she tries to put on the brakes. She can't. And now she's stuck in mud. 23 on 10 of 19. What quarter was this? So 23 through 3. Impressive. We've got an SOB. Let's see. So it's going to be a stagger across. Kelsier coming off. But Clark's going to top lock that. So she wants to deny. Backdoor, cool. Let me lay two. And look at Clark. Wait. She kind of gets pushed off. Right here. Slight push off. Kind of sends Clark into that screen. And then she'll make that back cut. Oh, I know what happened. Clark is trying to communicate to Smith, yo, I'm beat here. Just switch. So they want to late switch this. And Smith is thinking, no, I'm just showing length because I'll help deny, you recover. And now she's beat. And look at Clark. Yo, why are we not switching this? Because if you deny the stagger, you're low, just switch. And now she'll fall on this second screen. Boom, boom. Simple. Now on the inbound, cool. You still got a like-sized matchup on Billings. Enrique hugged up. Can't blame her. I think Clark did the right thing. And actually wasn't a push-off. She's actually looking to diverge here. So she was thinking, Smith, you're taking that, right? Nope. Uh-oh. Now I'm beat. What is she calling for? Who else is there? That's you, Kate, because she's stuck. She can't put the rock down. And we've got Paige matched up with her. All right, cool. Go get the hand off. She's going to go under. No rescreen. Because Paige, she's trying to read it. Could you flip? Get her back to her left, maybe. But Paige can't really see. Kate, all right. Let me just turn the corner tight. I want to get to my right. Because when she gets downhill, she prefers that right. Lee, she's in that drop. She sees, uh-oh, Paige is getting beat here. I gotta slide. AB, drop off? Whoa, Timson. All right. Where did she even come from? Yeah, didn't even realize she was there. But this is what I'm talking about. Why is she on that single side? Because now, as Kate's looking to drive, she's feeling strong corner, and she doesn't even want to hold it. Look it. She doesn't want to because she's not comfortable. And now she makes that corner cut at the same time Kate's looking to drive on that right lane line. So now your lines intersect. Smith gets to do this for free. Right? She peaks, cool, it's you. Instead of being 60-40, she's more 50-50. Could even be 40-60. 60 help, 40 to hers. Because why would she have to respect you? And instead of doing this, if you are going to put your bigs in a corner, have him at least hold dunker. So then you just read off that. She can pop, you hold dunker. If you see it, you shadow opposite. Now Kate's going to see because now you got three converging. The pocket is right here. You shadow, pocket, catch, two. Easy drop off. Because every time there's this side of two or side of three, there's no crack. If Rika cracks, now you open the corner. And because we've got Kels filling the wing, whoever's matched up with her, they're not looking to help off her body. So there's not going to be an X. You're going to have that skip to the weak corner all game. I just don't understand. Or, even better, never ever have your big on that single side. Because if it's Harris, you're holding dunker, that's better. You got a threat behind. Whoever's in that strong corner, they can't help off. Kate gets to drive. If she sees three, spray. If low man, drop off, crack, no. Because again, it's Kels. 10-point game now. Wow. I guess there's only 2:20 left. So we got the knock. And it's going to be a knock, Spain, and then Kels, she'll just slip. That's fine because Smith, she gets under two. Clark is going to stay attached because she knows that Kels is going to look to slip. Kate, she's turned the corner. Paige, she's tunnel vision here. You can just see it. All she's concerned about is a rock. And she has no idea this ball screen's coming. And now she looks to slide. She gets greeted by it. She gets clipped, chased over. But Kels, she's looking to slip towards that right side. And I can kind of understand why, because Clark is sitting on her left side. Or not her left side, her right side. So denying the left side. So unless she just swims off, looks to slip, it's kind of awkward. So I think instead of looking to slip here, if you know Kate's going to turn a corner, hold your spot. Try and cause red confusion. Because if Paige chases over, Clark sees it and sees Kate turn the corner tight, she has to make a decision. Do I stay with you slipping towards that left side? Or do I stay in the lane and switch onto the rock? And now you cause red confusion. Because she would have to decide. Smith is in a drop. She's out of position. She can't help contain it. You have to. Slip, drive, hold the pop. You've got options. But because you're slipping same side, as she's looking to turn a corner, it's just now congested. Now you got to clear out. And now you're even late to clear out. You get nothing out of that Spain, even though Paige got cracked, not cracked, clipped. And now Kate sees it. All right, tween. I got to dribble across. Rescreen? No, backdoor. Dime over top. Look at that. High catch, high finish. Just on the same page. She's coming. Smith is expecting a ball screen. So she's ready for it. Now she's caught high. Uh-oh. I'm diving. And as soon as she takes that step, I'm gone. It's basically a drive. Attacking that high right. She's got to open up, slide. Tries to dime with that stick. But Kate, perfect dime. Pass over top. Doesn't get deflected. And that's an easy two. Damn. 10 of 15 after I saw them go 7 of 8 in the third. And it's all courtesy of Kate. So 47 pickup. You want that early step up or no? Tween, spacings, whatever, corner. Makes no sense, but Paige is kind of gapping her. She's actually opened up here. She actually peeks right here. Checks her left shoulder. There's no step up. Behind the back, set you up. Paige, she's opened up. So had Kate decided to take this, you chase over. They could ice this. Chase. Smith, you help over. Boston, you slip. Dime over top. Now you're playing that backside advantage. Or you can reject. But this is kind of soft. Behind the back, tween. Hezzy. But I guess Paige is there. She's square here. So it's kind of hard to beat her. But now Kels. No way it's another backdoor, right? I can see it on that frame. One dribble. She is going backdoor. So we're playing second side. And that's probably why Clark gets caught, right? She communicates to Queer. Peeks. Alright, so now you can see Kate. She's expecting a small handoff here for sure. And that's why she's creeping up. Looking to deny. But now, on that step, I can see it. 1, 2. That one right there. Calling that shift. I'm going backdoor. Queer actually reads it. Looks to peel. Tries to... Nope. And she lays 2. At least her antennas were up. Because that was close. Backdoor. Threads the needle. Perfect bounce to lead Kelson stride. So you burn Clark. Queer sees it. She looks to peel. Actually gets a hand on the rock. But she just couldn't steal that. Because right here, that might have been both hands. But the rock somehow slips through her hands. Gets to Kels. She catches. And then damn near slips out of her hands too. But she's somehow able to just hold on to it. And now it's hers. And then she just gathers. Because she could dribble here. But now in that gamble. You beat Kawir right here. One dribble, reset. But instead of that, she just secures a rock. And then she's going to go up. With her side facing the rim. Wow. Actually, now that I think about it, how was that an assist? I guess maybe because it's not a deflection. Because Career does get her hands on it, I think. But it's not a deflection. So maybe that's why. Not too sure about the rules. But I hate seeing this. Why are you filling corner? Up 10, 1:30 to go. Game's basically over here. Enrique's matched up with Kate. Wow, this is barbecue chicken. What's she calling for? Let me see. I think I see 1, 4, 2, 4, 1, 4. 1, 4? She wants a 1, 4? No, she's calling for a 2, 4. So they want a 2, 4. Maybe that's what they call this away. Because they run this a lot. These early aways or early wides. Whatever you want to call them. So she's definitely calling for something between these two. You want the 2 and the 4 in the action. Now she's telling her, yo, go back door? Not again, right? Oh my goodness. Another back door. Clark is just getting killed on these. And you can see Kels. She's looking. What are we getting to? And then Clark. Oh. So she's expecting this wide. And I think that's why she's looking to cheat here. Yo, Smith, let her through. If she comes off, she can just cheat that. But now she's caught high again on that step. Right here. As soon as she creeps up on that step, she's flat-footed. Kate calls it. Go back door. I'm doming you. Wow. And Kawir, why are you so hugged? Why are you respecting her ever filling the corner? Get in the gap and just be ready to rotate. Now I want to go through Paige's makes. And what is this? So we've got a high zip. Cool, you get the inbound, hand back. Kels, looking to deny. I'm going to fake down, push off, create separation. You try to cheat, nope. Because AB, she was tracing the rock. And now as Kels is looking to cheat, she doesn't open up to let her through. Now Paige gets to turn the corner tight. Lex reads it. She's going to rotate over. Wow. So good emergency defending here. But now you leave Sims' body. And now what is Boston supposed to do? I guess it doesn't matter. 2-8 on the clock. Get to your spot. And just pull 2 over top. Wow. 1 dribble. She sees the help. Alright, you want to rotate? I'll just get to my spot. Sims is calling for Smith to clean up Paige here, I believe. So she wants an early away. But she's calling for the rock. Yo, hit me. Let me just activate her myself. So she's looking for the DHO. Paige. She knows she's getting top locked. Inverted? They're going to invert that, right? They are. So now Paige recognizes it. Alright, I'll just set the inverted. Clean 2. Now you turn a corner. But it's awkward because Queer. Is she looking for a handoff? Big? I guess that's fine too. But now Timson. She sees it. Alright. I'm going to break. Go under. Catch. Nothing. Now Paige. She's got to slip. She'll fill back out. Uh-oh. Kate. She's attached. And now she's looking to deny. And now she gambles. I'm going back to her, isn't she? Pocket, 1 dribble. Soph. She was reading that the entire time, I can tell. This is what I want to see out of a low man. Be ready. Scan, pull in. You got nothing. Alright, nothing's happening. Cool. Quickly 2-9. Keep watching. Look at the scanning. Now, you're there, but a bit too low because Paige gets to her spot. But here, had she not been scanning the entire time, she's giving up a straight line drive. Because players are hugged. She helps off strong corner. Now I get a spray to Smith. Timson, she's up. You're not Xing that. It's kind of awkward too, because you can see Kels. She would have got caught high here. Active low man, high man, X-Man, seeker, whatever you want to call the second help, it's just non-existent in the W. There's never help for the helper. And this is fine too, because on this catch, Paige sees her looking to rotate over. Alright, 1 dribble. Let me get to my spot. Because now you beat her. She's too low. But she's still, I guess it's late. But that's better than nothing. Damn. So she was doing work in the first. What is happening here, though? We've got Enrique looking to seal Kate. Kate, is she looking to deny? Yeah, she can 3/4 that. But now you got this 2-man game. Hold on. If you see this transpiring, do you not clear out? Get opposite? Because it just looks awkward. Because now, in this 2-man game, I guess if she takes that ball screen, gets mid, you just fill out to the corner. But that's not going to happen because Kelsey's there. And she's going to sit on Paige's high side, which makes sense. Because you want to keep her on the side. You're just occupying that spot for no reason. This is fine. So now you force Paige to reject. Let's see. 1 dribble, she's there. And then she's going to counter with a wrap. And she beats Kels here because Kels jumps it. But that's fine. Because again, she's stuck on the side. And now Billings, she detaches. She sees it. All right, I'm there. I'm going to help. Quick stab. And now she looks to retreat. So a fake and fall. And now, as Paige was looking to turn a corner off that counter, she can't. Because I think she sees Enrique. Because right here, on that wrap, She's looking to pull her dribble back. But had she cleared out, she would beat Billings too. Attack that high right, open her up, you get downhill. How is Billings going to stop that? Timpson, you rotate over. You Nash maybe? You dive, pocket. You lay two. She's spacing out. I don't know. It just looks awkward. Because they basically get off of ice here for no reason. I think Billings is communicating to Kels. And now she's forced to pick the rock up. Queer. You gotta slip. Slip or something. Now what? She's stuck. Now you flash. Hand back? Alright, that's fine. At least she gets the rock back. And now she gets to go middle. Now you fill out. Alright, that's cool. You shake up too. Downhill. Get your spot. And just pull two at the nail. So it worked out in the end, but it definitely did not have to be that complicated. Kels. She's trying to deny. Gets her hand through. But on that gamble, now you're now opened up. You get clipped. Paige. Push dribble. And then push dribble. Hang. And it's all in rhythm. And then once she gets to her spot, it's a make or miss. Yeah, she was definitely doing damage in the first. Seagrass were pitching. Side of three. That's cool. Soph looking to deny. It's going to get on her high side. Uh-oh. Now she's got the side. Paige sees it. All right, you want to deny me? I'll reject. Drop dribble, spin. Kels. Can you rotate over? Nope. Because Paige, drop dribble, spin. And Sophie's trying to communicate, yo, Hines, where are you? Because why is she staying attached here? If you know you're looking to ice, and you see Soph exposing herself by opening up and denying that high side, you get low side, no? Help over, she's trapped. Seagrass, she's got to release. Pass over top on the pop. Stunt. Recover. I don't know. But I think you could definitely play your backside, right? Yeah. Because now, drop dribble spin, you can see Soph, yo, you got to be there. And even here's, yo, Kels, that's you. Turns around, looks to break, but she can't because Soph, she's beat. One dribble, and she's going to go inside, cut off Soph's line, and then just pull two. And now Kels is late because she can't get up the floor fast enough. She raises up, little touch. Or who is she communicating to? Because she'll clear it to the corner, side of three. I can't tell if Soph is communicating to Hines Allen or Kels. Because she has low man here. So maybe because she's B here, trying to keep her on the side, drive the channel. I'm not sure, because then you rotate over, you take corner, you would just peel off to that weak side. Now we're in the second. Kels, she's going to pick Paige up, so that was her assignment. Let's see, runners wide, you got Career. She'll fill strong corner, one dribble. No, she's going tween, hezzy. I'm getting downhill. Let's see. But Kels is opened up. And she's low here. Can she slide? Yep, she can. So you cut that off. You force Paige. All right, one dribble. All right, you want to cut me off? I'll spin, gather, get middle, and then I'm turning left shoulder and fading two over top. Wow. One dribble. Because right here, I think Boston could have just committed to help. Because Smith, she kind of stops late. Instead of holding up top, she kind of creeps in just a bit. And now she's inside the arc. Now she looked to fill back out. But if you see the spin, you're there. You could stunt. Maybe force her to spray. Or you're there. Commit the hard double. Now she's greeted by that. She's forced to spray. I guess regardless. But she doesn't really commit. It's kind of late. And actually doesn't do anything. That's still a tough shot. Because even on that counter, Kels, she swivels, opens up, sticks up, and forces Paige to just pull over top. Jeez. Last possession of the quarter. Damn. 35-35. So it was kind of low scoring early. But what are we going to here? Clark's got the rock. Paige. She's looking to clear out. No. We've got Smith calling for the rock. And we've got Paige. So maybe she made the entry. Look to clear out. U-turn. No, I'm coming off a pin. It is. Pin. Harris is attached though because Smith, she was too busy calling for the rock. It's not really a pin. Paige curls off. Harris, she sees it. And Paige can feel her riding her. So right here, she knows, all right, Harris is going uphill on his catch. I'm reversing. Now, reverse pivot. Get downhill down the channel. Nope, because Boston's there. Because Smith... What was she looking to do? Looking to vacate? And then, nope, I can't. I'm going to fill back out. But now you invite help. Easy read. Show leg. Now you got two in a rock. You stop it. Now you basically... Yeah, she basically pops this. I guess this is fine too. Tween. Alright, now you're open. Catch, pull. But it's too long. But then Clark... Because as she looking to space away, Soph, she pulls in, poaching that. So she wants to help the helper. Quick stunt. Stunt, fall. But now because she's thinking, all right, I can break now, she gets caught on that dive. And now Clark gets inside positioning. Uh-oh. She tries to put a body, no, it's jumping contest, 50-50. Clark gets to that. Spray. But I like this too. Because Harris, she was looking to clean glass. Sees, all right, you take rock, I'll peel. Now you basically switch. Let's see. So off the O board, Clark gets to it. She sprays the Paige. Soph, she realizes, all right, Harris, you take rock, I'll peel. But then as she breaks, she kind of overruns her rotation here. Was she looking to gamble? Yes, she was. So she's going to jump that pass, but then probably realized, I can't make that. But now, let's see, catch, and now you're caught high. Because Paige sees her getting uphill on this catch. I'm reverse pivoting, and now I'm getting middle. But then what is the spacing? Smith, she was looking to dive at the same time Paige was looking to turn a corner. And now you invite help again. Easy leg for Boston. Because she's beat on that dive. But then she sees, uh-oh, Soph is beat. I got to help contain the rock. And she's going one dribble. Just look at the navigation. On this catch, reverse pivot, looks up, sees Boston, in and out, sidestep, one dribble, step back, and I'm pulling two over top. Was that another peel? I think it was, right? Because Soph is B here. She sees AB. All right, you switch onto the rock. Yeah, she peeled off. And AB was thinking, I'm just helping, and then I'm falling. But then, you can see, she was thinking, I'm retreating here. And now she's stuck in mud because she takes those extra steps. Or maybe it's because she realizes she's got to open up. So maybe she sees the peel. And then she opens up, little hezzy, and then on that pound, that's what it was. So right here, hezzy, and then pound on that step. Boston kind of bites. It makes her flinch. Now she's really stuck in mud. That's too clean of a look for Paige. 5:15 of the third, 2-point game. Let's see. So Paige is going to push the rock, but who's going to pick her up? Because I can see Kelsey's behind here. She's too high. She's pushing. Anybody? Anybody? Anybody going to peek? No? Alright. Cool. One dribble. Hezzy. Let me get to my Hezzy pull from deep. And just three that. Damn. Not even Kate. Not even Billings. Wow. Crazy. Sims. Interference. Yo, set that early drag. Get Kate onto Paige. I would just look for that switch. Because they're probably going to concede it. Guard to guard. Most teams just switch that. It's auto. But instead of that, show clear, cool. Step up from Clark. So we're bringing Soph into the action. That's fine too. This is much better alignment. You have an actual big that can fill strong corner on that single side. Other big dunker. She could actually fill out to the corner here because she can also catch and pull. But now it's going to be a ghost. I just saw it. So let's see what happens. What is their coverage? Square or red? Oh, they blew it up. Not blew it up. They messed it up. Because Kels, she sees it. She opens up. Sophie's trying to communicate to her. All right, what are we doing here? Boom. I'm ghosting. And Kels, she's thinking we're switching. She's thinking we're squaring. All right, cool. One dribble. She comes off. Wait, I'm wide open. Let me just pull this. One dribble. Set her feet. And just pull from deep for three. And she actually makes contact here. So on the ghost, it's not really a ghost. It's kind of a hold and slip. Split second, now I'm slipping. And because Kels was opened up, she could have caught this slip. But I don't know what their coverage is against ghosts. Because they could have said, yo, we're reading it. Or, again, some teams, contact, hip tap, who knows. They just messed this one up. So she was going crazy in the third too. It wasn't just Kate. Sims pushed the rock. We're going handoff. Easy pitch. And now Sims directing traffic. Yo. We're clearing out to that right side. Not right side, left side. Who is she communicating with? Smith? So they'll fill that left side. So same play basically. Same alignment. Seagrass. Just fill deep corner. Smith. Corner dunker. Doesn't matter. You get to slot. So they're looking to bring Soph into the action. Alright. What is this now? Another ghost? Nope, I'm rejecting. Because they just got burned on that ghost. And now Soph, she wants to stay attached. Just in case. But I don't know if Kels realizes that. There's a ball screen behind her. Oh, she does peek. Now Paige sees it. Hezzy, I'm rejecting. Right to left, getting downhill, burns her. And then Kate, she sees it. All right, we'll just peel this on that next. But look at Paige here. She comes off right to left, knows that she beats Kels. Kate, she's there, elbow load. All right, I gotta next this. Because Kels is beat. And now she sees this, so she's going towards that midline to beat Kate. And at the same time, she's cutting off Kels's line as she's looking to diverge. Now just get your spot. One dribble. Kate sees it. Oh, I'm beat here. Pump, let you fly by. Adjust my shot pocket and then resurface. And Kels, instead of peeling here, no, I'm staying. And now she's there. But once Paige gets to her spot, it's like KD. Doesn't matter. It's a make or miss. And right here, she could have even sprayed that because these two committed. Damn. 14 this quarter. And how much does Paige have? Let me think. 2 trays, a midi. That's 8. And I think that's it. Right? At least up to this point. I think it was 14 to 8. But they were definitely going bucket for bucket. And we've got Soph picking her up. And she's picking her up high, right? That 47. Instead of Kels here. So maybe they just got cross-matched. Has to be right. Because why would you want Soph on the rock? But at least she's got her antennas up. You can see she's square. Peeks over left shoulder. All right, early step up. And then she's going to reject. So Soph, she opens up, jumps it. Looking to weak Paige. Paige sees it. One dribble, Hezzy. I'm going right to left. And Billings, where was the help? She's getting up. But why would she jump towards that right side? Because if you're looking to weak, if she's taking away Paige's ability to go right here, you've got to help over, no? Because now you're both out of position. And then Soph, as she's looking to slide, she gets clean, sees, oh, we've got no help. Now you allow Paige to turn the corner clean. And then Kate, single side. Can she peel again on that next? No, she's too low. Paige gets to her spot, pulls two. That's another soft touch. That's nice. But let me think this through. It's a flat. Come off. I think Paige. I think Kate could definitely help, right? Because if you're next to that, you look at peel to the corner. Nah, Soap would be late. And she's got her hands up. She's looking to chase. Yo, where's the help? You're not looking to next. Billings, you weren't there. Hines Allen, she's low man, but that's impossible. Most times they're not going to rotate all the way up the floor. Look at the options. Strong corner, weak corner. You got no X because she's hugged. If she does, extra one up. You get the swing. But because she can just get to her spot, even with 4 conversion, doesn't even matter. Damn. She had 29 with 6 left? That's crazy. 11 of 17. Hold on. If you take away the threes, what is she on twos? 9 of 10 on twos? Holy shit. Alright, we got Kels. Yeah, let's heat you. Gonna heat her up. Paige, one dribble. She sees it. Alright, I'm gonna in and out, drive the side, split. Again, what is this spacing? Why do players always stop at the break? Especially on these single sides. Should you not be deep corner here? I don't get it, because now Harris, she sees it, free stun. And now Paige, she's forced into a very early pickup, tucks the rock. She's able to split and then anchor down on that stride, reset, and then pull over top. Yup. Let me just 2 that. And Harris, after that stunt, I think she can get a rear view contest here, no? Because look where Riki is. How do you not even go backdoor here? She's trying to creep down, get deep corner, or can you not read this back cut? I'm confused. Because look at Harris. You're in her blind spot. You go backdoor, bounce. If Timpson decides to rotate over, even though she's not really low man here because of their alignment, but I like this too. If she rotates, you got Queer. She's looping on that dive, pocket, drop off. Or if Kay sees it, she's got to catch that dive. You're skipping weak. And even here, Clark, window shop, should probably get deep corner. You get that spray. So you had options. But for some reason, I don't know. Just hold a break, I guess.